Fear is not a curse. It is the mind's signal, the body's alarm, the first teacher you ever encounter. It tells you where your boundaries lie, where your growth is waiting. Every shiver, every quickened heartbeat, every tightening of muscles is a message, a note that demands attention. The samurai does not seek to eliminate fear. He seeks to understand it. In the stillness before battle, he listens to his body. In the silence of night, he watches his thoughts. Fear is an old companion, appearing whenever life is asking you to rise beyond comfort. Do not flee. Observe. Learn. Your awareness is the first strike against the chains that fear places around your mind. Fear reflects your deepest truths. It exposes what you value, what you avoid, and what you have not yet mastered. Look closely, and you see more than the danger ahead. You see yourself. The samurai studies the reflection of fear in his mind as he studies his opponent on the battlefield. Every quiver in his stomach, every hesitation in his hand reveals where he is vulnerable. By facing the reflection, by naming the truths that fear uncovers, you can act intentionally rather than react blindly. Fear becomes not a barrier, but a mirror, showing what you must confront to grow. Fear lives in comfort. Change, growth, and mastery live in discomfort. To transform fear into strength, one must walk willingly into the storm. A samurai climbs jagged cliffs, stands in freezing rain, faces enemies more powerful than himself. Not because he lacks fear, but because he has learned to act despite it. Discomfort is the crucible where courage is forged. Every challenge you avoid leaves you weaker. Every moment you endure and persist builds resilience. Do not merely endure, embrace it. Let the tremor in your hands become a tool, a guide, a teacher. When fear rises, the mind awakens. Attention narrows, senses sharpen, decisions crystallize. This is nature's gift, a temporary clarity that can only be harnessed with discipline. The samurai trains under the pressure of fear, letting it refine instinct, strategy, and focus. Fear is a lens that cuts through illusion. It separates the essential from the trivial. Every heartbeat that accelerates under fear is an opportunity to practice mastery, to act with precision, to move decisively, to remain calm in the eye of the storm. When you learn to wield fear, it becomes a teacher that constantly refines your mind. Fear is not random. It is a guide pointing toward growth. Wherever it surfaces, there is a lesson, an opportunity, a path to becoming stronger. Do not shy from the direction that fear points you toward. The larger the fear, the more significant the lesson. The samurai follows the path of fear, not blindly, but with attention and intent. He learns where to push, when to hold, and how to transform fear into strength. Fear is the compass that marks the road you must travel to uncover your potential. The moment you act in fear, it loses its grip. Indecision strengthens fear. Action diminishes it. The samurai does not wait for courage to arrive. He steps forward, trusting the training, trusting the mind, trusting the discipline he has cultivated. Each deliberate motion in the face of fear chips away at its power. Even the smallest steps, repeated, become a force that reshapes your mind. Action is the bridge that turns fear from a paralyzing tyrant into a tool for mastery. Discipline is the armor that shields you from the chaos of fear. Without it, the mind bends and breaks. With it, even the fiercest dread can be observed, understood, and redirected. The samurai cultivates rituals, sharpens routines, and follows a code that structures every action. This is not rigidity, it is freedom. Discipline provides a container in which fear can be faced without losing composure. Every day of practice, every moment of focus is an investment in your ability to remain unshaken. Every time fear arises, it offers a lesson. No confrontation is wasted, no trembling ignored. The samurai collects each encounter like a teacher collecting wisdom. Fear shows where patience is needed, where courage can be strengthened, where preparation is lacking. If you treat fear as a teacher rather than an enemy, you will discover patterns, understand triggers, and learn to act with clarity. Over time, fear becomes a roadmap of growth, revealing not obstacles, but opportunities for mastery. Fear contains energy, raw, intense, and potent. The samurai channels it, letting it sharpen resolve, ignite determination, and drive relentless action. Every quiver, every hesitation, every shadow of doubt can be converted into momentum. Fear becomes fuel, turning uncertainty into focus, indecision into precision, and hesitation into unstoppable drive. Harness the power of fear, and your will becomes unbreakable. When fear no longer dominates your mind, life opens in full. Challenges transform into opportunities. The unknown becomes a guide, and every obstacle is a teacher. The warrior stands calm, alert, and fully alive. Fear is no longer a tyrant, but a mentor. Every lesson learned, every fear faced, strengthens your mind, sharpens your discipline, and expands your freedom. Fear is your greatest teacher, if you have the courage to listen and act. The battlefield is within. Conquer fear, and the world bows to your mastery.